In the Revachol Citizens Militia, there is only one officer superstar. This is his story. The next plan with our 4477 is to go buy some magnesium and I guess, oh, hey, who are you guys?
That's one brutal motor carriage,
Says the young man with the piss written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
Bottom light. His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the world."
a snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Oh, these guys are clearly in cahoots with Cindy.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
Yeah, guys, I would be very careful messing with Kim. He will fuck you up.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not. Cop. We're not snitches. Or skulls.
Okay.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches. On the contrary.
These guys are a little bit all over the place.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, Cop Man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Oh, so maybe we can convince Cindy to take these guys on.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
All right, let's let them share. Who are the skulls, gentlemen?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
The kind that you don't want to mess with. The crazy kind. The superstar kind.
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Oh, well, a little late now, Rhetoric. I'm so glad you
The
asked.
question was rhetorical. The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Martinaise.
Cindy's in a gang?
Besmatine, or the Besmatine, the Immortals, are West Rivasholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Sounds like a mess.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their nonverbal modus operandi.
Okay, let's say nothing, since that we want to engage in nonverbal modus operandi as well.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into anecdotic dance music?
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
He exclaims, then stops himself, processing the rest of our question.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple. Why?
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
I just wanted to talk about music, and now there's a conflict all of a sudden. It's too much. We nervously shake our head.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
No, we want the anecdotic music.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Why don't you tell us, Kim?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
Something tells me that that's not why it's called the Skulls.
They're called skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs won't eat.
Nice, nice. That's awesome.
Just trust me and follow my lead.
So boys, want to feed the dogs? I think that's what Esprit de Corps is saying.
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable.
I told you guys not to screw with Kim.
The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor garage.
So, guys, your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Oh, I doubt we will see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
The other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend. Yeah, he has clued in. This guy here with the jacket squatting down has clued in that they want to be very careful around us.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Why aren't there more Skulls in Martinaise?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinaise, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
I doubt it.
Yeah, we are.
The young men exchange approving nods. All right, enough about this scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Point to the yard.
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling-in-Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Oh, that's very helpful.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't fuck around. I am the law.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Maybe we can trump up some charges and arrest him.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Don't wax philosophic on us.
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
I know that you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
Oh my gosh. This sounds like so many drunken conversations my friends and I had in college.
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
Maybe it's true. The hanged man is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience, and the artist is hiding somewhere in the dark.
I really want to say that that could be the case. Yes, a brilliant work of art, but I'm not going to because Superstar is banking on solving this murder case to kind of restore his sanity and his self-esteem. It's not. A man is dead and we need answers.
So what do you think we know?
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why do you have F the world written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
Good question, Drama.
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
That's a terrible metaphor.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
Sounds like you're just sort of justifying your inability to get laid.
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
It actually sounds tremendously uncomfortable.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
He does not have a point. The only point he could possibly have is maybe the point of his tiny little pecker. Why does your jacket have piss foot written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
This is a very strange conversation.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, It's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
This seems rather crunchy granola for a couple of guys who want to be in a gang.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
I think all the words coming out of your mouth are inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
A field of gibberish?
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Nice, yes. Hey, Kim, we say, lowering our voice.
Yes?
What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Why are you always so patronizing when cool possibilities cross our path?
What are you implying?
You know what I'm implying.
No, I don't. What are you implying?
Are you more of a piss foot or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy anyway.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
Nice. Touche. Touche, Kim.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
Yeah, but which one of us is Batman and which one is Robin? I think Kim is Robin.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Oh, shoot. Oh no. We're guaranteed to fail because of the thought we're working on. Oh man, I want those jackets. Okay, well, maybe they'll stick around until after the 4 hours has elapsed. I'm gonna game it in that way. Well, talking with you has definitely been something. Let's leave. Oh my gosh, we are still working on that thought, right? Yes. Oh yes, okay, alright. We'll come back to these bozos later. Oh. Oh wait.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Alright, let's see if the 57th has more information on, what was it, our armor we were still looking up? Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I suspect we're being strung along and we're never actually going to find out about the owner of the boots. No, I'm done with the radio for now. Thanks, Alice.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Alright, let's close the door. Let's go buy supplies at the Frittte. The weird shadow. Do we have any tear? I don't think we have any tear.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
No, we have no tear. Alright, let's buy some supplies.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Alright, we're gonna buy 1 Dramamine.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And we're gonna buy 1 Hypnogamma.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay. And then that's all we're gonna buy for now. I wanna save the rest of our money for other things if they come up. Although there are some things here I would love to buy. We could buy a raincoat, but we're not going to bother. Let's save our money. Okay, so that was that part of the plan. Oh, actually, let's see if there's anything new with these folks at the gate. Oh, thought.
There. Do you smell that?
Smell what? Oh, yes. Communists.
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness, that sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent reordering.
Let's close our eyes and take a deep breath.
Can you smell it now?
Of course I can smell it now, because you're telling me to smell it.
No, actually. In fact, you can't smell much of anything. Perhaps your allergies are acting up.
The interplay between rhetoric and the smell perception is awesome. Yeah, we missed our perception by 2. Oh, we stink.
Nonsense. The reek of communism is unmistakable, and it's coming from that railing over there.
You mean from Mañana?
Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
Let's do it. Okay, let's go talk to Mañana.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Let's attempt to establish contact. Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about.
What's that, Boya?
He tilts his head slightly.
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
I'm looking for some people who know how to really grind a sausage, if you know what I mean.
Have you tried a butcher shop?
He looks at us with perfect equanimity. I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while.
He sniffs the air and looks toward the roundabout.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
First, I'm going to try this. It involves our mutual friend Kraz, and we put our hands next to our head and curl our fingers like deer antlers.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Grad.
He narrows one eye at us.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
I guess so. What I'm trying to say, you dumbass, is I'm looking for communists. Do you know any?
Ah, now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously. Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
But do you?
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
All right, Kim. Everyone's a critic.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm sort of on a quest to develop my political potential, and I need their help.
A fellow plains roamer in search of greater understanding. A classic story.
He nods approvingly.
I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
Are you sure? You smell just like a communist.
Didn't realize you could smell communism. But then, I've never studied the subject.
Oh, you can. Our dreams told us so.
You can smell all sorts of things. Fear, disgust, desire. Not communism, though.
And everybody's arrayed against us.
Maybe it's not taught in any of your so-called universities, but there's definitely something going on here.
There definitely is. Come on, Mañana. Come clean.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideólogo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
What's an ideólogo?
You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against other theories in deadly theory combat.
Yep, that sounds good. How did you meet him?
It was late one night as I was leaving the Armour. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket. Classic Sarameritian style.
Nice, okay. All right, maybe we can track him down.
He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
What does that mean?
See, all this political chit-chat is just an excuse to rip tar with strangers. Let's say we just skip right to the good part then.
Okay, we're going to ask this because I just asked it myself. Hang on, what does that mean, the extra physical branches of communism?
No idea. I took it to mean he was asking me to join some sort of underground cell.
Okay, well, he probably was. Although it sounds like a brutal one. Oh my god, maybe it was Fight Club.
A very old school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas used to do before the revolution.
What did you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Oh, every boyadero rides alone. Okay, how do I find this guy?
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said,
Said what?
Remember Dobrava and Abadanais?
What the heck does that mean?
And then he was gone.
Who are Dobrava and Abadanise?
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
Tight half smile crosses his face. What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk of me. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows this ideólogo personally.
All right, we need to sniff out another communist, I guess.
I have to say, though, It sounds like you found yourselves a proper hunt.
I think we have.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Good talking to you, Mañana. Gotta go. All right. That was good. I'm in favor of it. Let's do what I originally set out to do and talk to the strikebreaker guy, the suspicious dude.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Ugh, shame on you, you fraud. Alright, next, we're going to go talk to Bart. Bart? No, I don't think so. We're going to go talk to Gart. And see if he'll let us do karaoke. Although probably not during the day. Oh, another thought?
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they Everett's guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they?
No, they definitely don't.
No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles.
That doesn't sound communist. Although maybe it's the more physical version.
In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Well, that was a weird sound effect. Meanwhile, Fat Angus keeps shooting you furtive glances and mumbling uneasily to himself.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away.
Yeah, that's not new.
Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Alright, I guess I'll look elsewhere then. Was weird. Who's this guy?
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
It's Martin! There he is again. Martin Martinaise, right here in the Whirling-in-Rags. You're here!
I am. So are you. What brings you here?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust governments.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
This is where I'm going to go down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
He raises a glass to us. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
I didn't hear an accent on any of those guys.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
The mercenaries, like the guy who was hanged. I was a little slow. Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
I sure do. What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
And what did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Exactly. Oh, come on, superstar. Don't be so thick. Our only choice is your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Nice going, Martin. Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Yeah, like this composure check is on my mind. Alright, let's leave for now.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
I'm gonna put on some clothes. I wonder what he would think if we put on his robe. Like, we clearly stole it from his apartment. I could have sworn we had composure boots. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 1 point of composure? Fine, let's put on our composure shoes. And see where we stand with Martin now.
Hi again, gendarme.
42. Okay, let's try it. What is it about the way he carries himself?
Could he be a member of the Homo-Sexual underground?
Could he? No. What a shock.
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes.
Okay, great.
This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around. Become involved.
Okay. I don't think we're homosexual, though. We were married to a lady. Although, I guess we could be bisexual. I don't know.
Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
Now, I think he's been very evasive about this. I don't know that he wants us to bring it up. You know what? But we're so self-absorbed, I think we would. Are you part of the Homo-Sexual underground?
The Homo-Sexual underground?
Martin sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips.
Why, yes I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Oh, I think we do. Yes, I want to hear more about this Homo-Sexual underground you're part of.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
But what about Thursday night, Martin?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
He lowers his voice conspiratorially and looks around. But why do you convene? What do you do? Is Superstar really this thick? Maybe.
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishul have to hold on to, the true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage.
I'm not sure I believe in a homosexual conspiracy, but let's see what happens.
Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
I already don't know who I am. Let me ask you this, does it have anything to do with disco? And the answer better be yes.
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold.
In some sense, what he's saying is, this man is Superstar's god. In fact, he's maybe his entire pantheon as a disco-loving superstar.
We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature. Very esoteric.
I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it.
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
But what if I can't remember whether I'm in it or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
He circles his hands around us.
I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
Oh, we definitely have that look. Okay, blink. Okay, I have to think about it.
Do think about it, officer.
He starts laughing and leans back against the counter. I don't really think Superstar is gay, but I don't think he has a problem with gay people. Why would he? It does seem like it is very underground, though. This is going to be like a 20-hour mind project for me, 20 hours at least. I think this is warming up to give us another thought.
Absolutely wonderful.
There it is, Homo-Sexual underground, and I'm going to guess, based on what we just said, that it's going to take, if we decide to internalize it, it will be 20 hours. Let's continue.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme érotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
Okay. Thank you, conceptualization. Let's leave.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye-bye, Martin. Once again, the plan immediately blew up today. I ain't complaining, though. Between the punks, Martin, and the whirling lobby filled with new people, I'm already excited for next episode. I hope you are too. Thanks for spending your time with me, and please remember to spay or neuter your pets, but not both.